welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be chatting about my June favorites, everything that I loved in the month of June. I've got 2 new curly hair products that I'm obsessed with, some great complexion items that I'm loving, some things that have saved my nails, so let's go ahead and get started. Firstly, let's talk about my nails because I'm so excited. I've mentioned these in other videos, but they're a game changer for me and I just picked up another set. So these are the Kiss 100 full cover nails. The key for this is it comes in a short square, and this style for me does not need to be filed. I'll file the tip a little bit, but barely anything, just where you can like kind of see where they've actually like made the nail. But they come with glue and they're really great. They're a great length for me. They're a great shape. The nails that require like a bunch of work that go into like shaping them before they go on my nails, like that's just not gonna happen. So in using these, I really liked them. I painted them myself with, this is one of the new Essie summer colors. Painting them is so easy because they're beautiful and long and nice, unlike my nails, and really beautiful. I haven't had any damage to my nails. I didn't do the best job in applying them, so they have popped off a little bit and I've had to re-glue, but no damage to my nails, and I'm definitely going to be using these moving forward. My nail girl is actually leaving the province and I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but I have been really loving these, and I got them at Walmart. I think they were like $8.50. This should come as no surprise, but in case you only watch my favorites video, my favorite lip liner of all time is the ColourPop BFF3. I hesitate to include products like this in favorites videos, but I feel like I should every so often as a reminder, although I use it in almost every one of my videos. But just in case, this is a lip liner that makes just about any lipstick work for me. It is the lip liner that I want to reach for every time, and generally if I'm reaching for something else, it's just because I want to mix it up for you. But this is my go-to lip liner. I purchase it over and over again, and it comes in, I believe, 4 different shades. So it's supposed to be like your BFF in that it's like a helpful lip liner to make other lipsticks work. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 based on your skin tone, and I land on the 3, but if you have a lighter skin tone than me, there's 1 and 2, and number 4 if you have a bit of a deeper skin tone. So really helpful, and I love to pair that lip liner with these from Bite. I've talked about these at length. I think these were my summer lip of 2020 shudders, but they might also be entering into summer 2021. So 2 great shades here, Stinger and Honeycrisp. I love them combined. I love them. I never wear them really on their own. I'll always mix them with a lip liner, but they're bright, they're pink, they've got good coral in there, and it's just my go-to for like any look that I wear. These are so pretty. They're from Bite, they're cruelty-free, and yeah, these are phenomenal. I wanted to mention this brush because cream products are they're so hot right now. Cream products are so hot. They're everywhere, and if you're a little bit intimidated by them, don't love your fingers, or looking for a good brush, this is such a good one. It's from e.l.f. It's their 105 brush. I don't know what they intended this to be, but it's a unique brush in that it's not too dense. It's got little tiny fibers. It's almost like somewhere in between kind of a stipple brush, but I use this for cream bronzing. I use it for cream blush. It's really nice. And also like the brush itself, I love anything that's like acrylic, plastic, clear. I think this would also be really nice for maybe even tinted moisturizer. I've never used it that way, but a really great product for cream products. And but you know what else is good from e.l.f.? Do I still have one of those? Do you know what I'm talking about? Emily Noel, they're her favorite brushes. I know I have them around, but that small stipple brush from e.l.f., that to me, like, small stipple brush from e.l.f. and Emily Noel are like essentially the same thing. I remember her talking about how good it was when cream blushes came on the scene for us, but yeah, that's a really great one too, but I do think that this one is a little bit better, but higher in price. Let's move back to some complexion products. You know I'm a gigantic fan of the Gucci bronzer, and I've been testing out some more of their products, and I recently began using the Gucci Serum Debut Silk Priming Serum. This is so nice. I love their foundation too. This has like this serum-y like texture. It's not like silicone-y. It doesn't make my makeup slip around. They actually say that you can use it on its own too for like a blurring effect. I've used it mixed into foundations, and I've used it as a base. So really versatile. It just almost like when I first discovered the YSL Touche Claw, where I was like, high-end primer, what could it really do? And I was talking about this in a recent video. There's something about high-end luxury primers that they're really doing something. So I really find when I wear this with either the Gucci foundation or other foundations, it's really beautiful on its own. So if you have yet to check out Gucci Beauty, this is a really nice item from them. Let me just do a little bit of this while I'm talking about the next product because I'm so shiny. I'm testing out the new Huda Beauty Glowish. and I turned my air conditioning off for filming and I'm sweating. Either way, I've been loving this from Starr. It is the One Size Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder, and it is exactly that. I find it really, really versatile. I've used it on its own as a powder foundation, not like extensively, kind of like quickly on my way out the door, but mostly I've been using this to set my face, but I feel like it does a really great job mattifying. It makes my skin look more smooth, but it doesn't make my skin look flat, and it adds a little bit of coverage. So the best, or my favorite way to use this has been pairing it with tinted moisturizers, and it's just a really great second step to help lock things in place. And I've been wearing it a lot with this, which I definitely need to review. This has been requested for me to review since the beginning of time. Now they've got new packaging. I couldn't tell if they had reformulated, but this is the Laura Mercier. I know they added more shades. Tinted Moisturizer, Oil-Free Natural Skin Perfector, and I've been wearing 5W1 Tan. Now, I don't know if they changed their other shades. I remember trying other shades, and the reason I hadn't reviewed it is because I could never find a shade. This one works for me. I don't know if it's just because I'm tanned now or if this is a newer shade that fits better for me, but I really, really like it. It has 1.7 fluid ounces in here, so you get a ton of product. That's more than NARS. I think NARS is 1.4, 1.6 perhaps. This is 1.7, so tons of product in here. Really, really beautiful coverage. It's like, when it comes to tinted moisturizers, I feel like this is kind of the one that most people think about, so I'm definitely a little bit late on this one, but I've really been enjoying it, so I will definitely fully review that for you, and this one too if you'd like. Let me know down below. Another kind of application product that I've been loving is this sponge from Ecotools. Another product I've talked about a lot, but I think it definitely gets overlooked. I picked this up at Rexall, but you can find it on Amazon, I believe at Walmart as well, and sometimes it'll come in a 2-pack of these two, sometimes it'll come with like a little guy, and sometimes you can find it on its own. The little guy for me is fine. I would definitely rather just get 1 or 2 of these as opposed to the small one because they are like cute in practice, but I never found myself reaching for those tiny little sponges. I'm like, it's just not me. But either way, this one from Ecotools is great, comparable to the Beauty Blender. If not, I almost prefer it in a way because I love this fully flat side. That's just my preference for putting on my foundation. And then you get this little side for either packing the under eyes with powder, or you could do it to blend out. You could do it for a highlighter. You get this little sharp edge here, and you do have that kind of bottom there too. So it's a lot of versatility with this and super affordable as well. This is newer from Benefit, but I'm really impressed by it. It is the Professional Supersetter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. I liked the original Professional primers. They never were like something that I got super into. I wasn't into primers when they were kind of like really big at the time, but I love so many of Benefit's things, so I was like, let me see how this goes. It's a lightweight microfine mist, which I would absolutely agree with. This has beautiful mist. Even got a great misting sound. Really, really nice mist. It says it helps lock on makeup, softens the look of pores, and feels weightless. They actually say that again, similar to the Gucci, you can use this on its own. I've never tried that. I have used it as a base, kind of sprayed my face before putting down my foundation, but I swear when I use this, my makeup looks so much better. I haven't fully tested it for like how it would help with oil control or longevity of the makeup, but something about this as just solely a finishing spray really does perfect the skin and does something to the pores. It really, really softens without it having that powdery look or feel. No droplets on my face, doesn't make me look even that much more oily because it is such a nice light mist. You're not getting a ton of shine on the face, which also helps you look a little bit more poreless. So really, really like this. And if you are looking for something that's gonna help set your face and kind of make things look more perfected, this is up there. I can't get enough of snail mucin. I know I've talked about it again before, but these are all things that I'm really loving, so you're gonna hear it a couple times. This is the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence from COSRX. They're available on YesStyle, Amazon, and in-store at Walmart, which is cool. I was checking out some of their stuff the other day, and I want to try some more. Made in Korea, and it says this is 96% snail secretion filtrate, aka mucin. This essence helps the skin lose less moisture while keeping skin smooth, moisturized, and looking healthy, and I can fully agree. You can see how much of this I've used. You need so little of it. It doesn't have a greasy, slimy texture. And what I'll do, what I did this morning, for example, I washed my face, I did a toner, then I did this, then serum, then moisturizer. Almost use it like an essence, like a serum, like one of your first steps because it's really, really watery. And it just almost has this effect similar to hyaluronic acid, if not more, in that it gives this soft, plumped look to the skin and you look hydrated almost immediately. And especially with continued use, I noticed when I was using this, more and more people were commenting on my skin because it's almost, I don't know, it almost acts like makeup in that it gives this really nice kind of boost, but it's also actually hydrating to the skin. So really, really impressed with that, and not snaily at all, I promise. I went strawberry picking the other day and saw snail goo all over the strawberries, and I was like, do I dare? No, kidding. This is the Kerastase Curl Manifesto Gelée Curl Contour. Impressed with this. First of all, I like that it has ingredients in here that you see in skincare. Manuka honey, which is hydrating. I remember putting that on my face years ago. And ceramides, which you find in brands like CeraVe, again, hydrating product. So that's in there for curls. This is a curl enhancing defining gel cream for curly, very curly and coily hair. I really love Kerastase's, what is their other line called? Something about like curl discipline, I think, and that was really great. I love that co-wash that comes in that line, but this line, I've tried the leave-in oil and in combination with this, and I was so impressed. This is a gel cream, which I love for my face and my hair. It's a leave-in, and my curls looked so good that day. They looked great the next day. So impressed with that line. And another line I've really been liking, and I think helped this one out too because my hair really needed it, it's from Amica. And this is the Cure Multitask Repair Treatment. This is part of a collection from them. I'm just pointing this one out because it's for restoring your hair's elasticity with a multitasking repair treatment for stronger hair. Because I find that the bottom of my hair is quite healthy. These front bits that I end up like re-straightening over and over and get a lot of the abuse needs like a little bit more protein and a little bit of help there. So I used this and I really felt like it made a difference. You can use it as a treatment once you've conditioned, or you can leave it in as a leave-in if you have more damaged hair. So I kind of left it in the front as a leave-in, and I felt like my curls had more spring and more bounce and felt a little bit more healthy. And I think if I continue to use it as a treatment every so often, it's going to help bring my curls back. And I was actually speaking to my stylist the other day, and she recommended the AphoG 2-step protein treatment, so I'm definitely going to give that a try as well. But that is everything that I loved this month. Let me know down below what you are loving, and as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!